The AGM-158 JASSM, or Joint Air-to-Surface Standoff Missile, is one of the most advanced and stealthy cruise missiles in the world today. Developed by Lockheed Martin for the United States Air Force, this weapon represents the cutting edge of long-range precision strike capabilities. As of 2026, it remains a crucial asset in America's military arsenal, providing commanders with a powerful option to engage high-value, heavily defended targets deep behind enemy lines, without exposing U.S. aircraft to enemy air defenses. Let's start with the basics. The JASSM is a long-range, precision-guided standoff missile. What that means is simple: it's designed to be launched from a safe distance, outside the range of most enemy air defense systems. Once in flight, the missile flies low and uses its stealthy design to evade radar detection, cruising toward its target with deadly accuracy. The missile is powered by a turbojet engine and carries a 1,000-pound WDU-42B penetrator warhead. This makes it suitable for taking out a wide range of targets, including bunkers, command centers, radar installations, and other high-value assets. It uses a combination of GPS navigation and an imaging infrared seeker in the terminal phase, ensuring it strikes with pinpoint precision, even in environments where GPS signals might be jammed. One of the standout features of the AGM-158 JASSM is its stealth. The missile has a low radar cross-section, thanks to its shape and radar-absorbing coatings. In an age where modern air defense systems are becoming more capable, stealth is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. The JASSM can penetrate sophisticated integrated air defense networks and reach its target undetected. There are multiple variants of the JASSM in service and development. The original JASSM has a range of around 370 kilometers, or roughly 230 miles. But that wasn't enough for modern warfare. Enter the JASSM ER, or extended range variant. This version more than triples the original range, extending it to over 900 kilometers, around 575 miles. That's enough range for U.S. aircraft to strike deep into enemy territory from well outside the reach of most surface-to-air missile systems. And then there's the JASSMXR, or extreme range variant, which is currently in development and expected to enter service in the near future. With an anticipated range of 1,800 kilometers, or more than 1,100 miles, the JASSMXR will allow even greater flexibility for planners and pilots. The XR variant is being designed to give the U.S. a true global strike capability, the ability to hit anywhere, at any time. The AGM-158 has already been integrated onto a number of platforms. The U.S. Air Force's B-1B Lancer bomber can carry up to 24 JASSMs at once, making it one of the most lethal platforms in the world for standoff missile strikes. Other platforms include the F-15E Strike Eagle, F-16 Fighting Falcon, F-A-18 Hornet, B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, and soon, the F-35 Lightning II. The ability to launch JASSMs from so many aircraft types makes it highly flexible and widely deployable. As of 2026, the JASSM has also been exported to U.S. allies under strict controls. Nations such as Australia, Poland, and Finland have acquired the missile to bolster their own long-range strike capabilities. In the face of growing global tensions and increasing threats from peer adversaries, the demand for weapons like JASSM has grown significantly. The real strength of the JASSM lies not just in its hardware, but in the strategy it enables. In a high-threat environment, think of countries with advanced air defenses like China or Russia. Sending in manned aircraft on bombing runs would be extremely dangerous. With the JASSM, U.S. forces can conduct precision strikes from hundreds of miles away, destroying radar stations, missile batteries, and command centers before enemy forces even know they're under attack. This standoff capability is especially important in the Pacific theater. With tensions rising in the South China Sea and around Taiwan, the U.S. military needs weapons that can strike far and fast, from carriers and airbases spread across the region. JASSM gives them exactly that, a way to keep the pressure on adversaries without putting pilots at unnecessary risk. In terms of survivability, the JASSM is a smart weapon. It can fly at low altitude, hugging the terrain to avoid radar detection. It uses an onboard mission computer that can reroute the missile mid-flight to avoid known threats. And with its imaging infrared seeker, it can recognize specific targets even if GPS signals are jammed, a major advantage in modern electronic warfare environments. It's not just about raw power, it's about smart power. That's the design philosophy behind the AGM-158. Every component, from the propulsion system to the guidance and control software, has been engineered to overcome the complex and evolving challenges of 21st century warfare. In a future where conflict might involve anti-access area denial strategies, where enemies try to keep U.S. forces far from key battle zones using advanced missile systems and radar coverage, the JASSM is part of the answer. It punches through those bubbles, striking with speed and stealth. Let's not forget cost and reliability. Compared to other long-range strike options, the JASSM provides a cost-effective balance between capability and expense. It's not cheap, nothing in modern military hardware is, but it delivers consistent, repeatable results. That's why the Pentagon has continued to invest in expanded production, with thousands of missiles delivered and more on order. Looking forward, Lockheed Martin is exploring further enhancements to the JASSM family. These could include improved sensors, data link capability for in-flight targeting updates, and greater autonomy using artificial intelligence. There's also potential for naval variants that could be launched from ships or submarines, broadening the missile's strategic utility. In conclusion, the AGM-158 JASSM is not just a missile, it's a strategic asset. It gives the United States the ability to strike first, strike deep, and strike smart. In a world where threats are becoming more sophisticated and defenses more dangerous, the need for long-range, stealthy, precision-guided weapons has never been more urgent. The JASSM answers that call. It reflects the best of American innovation, engineering, and battlefield strategy, a weapon designed not just for today's wars, but for tomorrow's. Whether flying on a stealth bomber or a fighter jet, the JASSM is a symbol of American air dominance, and it will remain one of the most critical tools in the U.S. arsenal well into the future. And that's why in 2026, the AGM-158 JASSM continues to stand at the forefront of American missile technology, delivering reach, precision, and unstoppable power when it matters most.